sports fans, this is Robert with WTP Sports Dudes here live for another edition of the Thursday Night Forecast. We got our man Mossberg of Level Up Sports 10 in the house with us tonight. How you feeling, Mossberg?
Pretty good, man. Ready for another Thursday night banger, as we call them, and just excited. This is the birthday weekend for me, man. Birthday is next Wednesday, and I guess this is the kickoff to the weekend. A lot of things planned. Hopefully, me and post game can see each other for the first time and shake each other's hand and formally meet outside of these screens because I'll be in South Bend, Indiana, with the North Carolina State Notre Dame game. Shout out to little bro. I've been vibing differently this week, man. Of course, preparing for it, but just thankful, and blessed, man. And things change when you surround yourself with the right people. And since being on this, platform, but just a group, that we've been able to, have together, man. Things been different in my life. So shout out to the group, cast, and everybody as well, because I think without you guys, a lot of things that's happening in my life wouldn't be possible. So definitely shout out to you guys as well.
Cool. We also got our man FanDuel Zaya of the FanDuel Zaya podcast here this evening with us as well. How you feeling, FanDuel?
Man, I'm good. What's up with y'all brothers? Y'all all right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Good to see y'all. Man, Rob, listen, man. I don't know how many times I got to give you computer training on how to do these layouts.
Hey, man, listen. I don't know what to tell you.
There we go. Hey, who on it? Hey, somebody on it. All right, we got it. We good.
I got you.
There it is. Are we back with another banger?
Oh yeah, y'all know we back with another banger. My bad. Did I miss the did I miss the Joe Burrow, the Joe Flacco? Did I miss the low post, high post? You know what I mean?
You ain't missed none of it yet.
You ain't missed none of that yet.
I ain't too late then.
You ain't too late. We also got our man Post Game of the Post Game 86 podcast. How you feeling this evening?
Hey, I feel wonderful, fellas. It's good to see y'all once again and making our game day picks on a Thursday.
Yes,
Shout out to Mossberg, another lucky Libra. I got one of those, man. How y'all feeling tonight?
pretty good, man. Pretty good.
We also got our man SCC Sean in the house with us. We got a big game coming up this weekend. How you feeling this evening?
Feeling good. Been doing what we do. Checking out things, looking at different matchups, looking at angles I need, watching this team in Arkansas, man. I'm curious what they gonna look like under Bobby P. I don't know. They've been 3-0 on Tennessee here, and that team ain't got nothing to lose. So, been doing a little research and digging, and just kind of see where I'm gonna go this weekend with stuff. I already know where I'm going on one game for sure.
I know that's right. Well, let's go ahead and get into some of the action we're going to see tonight and going into the weekend. Let's start with the NFL first and get this one Thursday night game out the way. We got the 4-1 Eagles traveling to New York to play the 1-4 Giants. The Eagles are favored by 7.5, and the over and under is 40.5. How y'all feel about this game? Do the Giants even have a chance with Jackson Dart at the helm?
Jackson
Man,
Dart.
I like Jackson Dart. Go ahead, Moss.
Nah, I was about to listen to you. I was about to say I feel the same way you. I like Jackson Dart. I think the Giants definitely have a chance at home, man. Like, I don't know what it is. I know Saquon Barkley being an ex-Giant. I have Philly in a close one, but I'm not going to say New York can't upset them at home because Jackson Dart bring a different vibe. Even though they missing a great young stud and Malik Neighbors, Prayers for a speedy recovery on his behalf. Um, I just think that Jackson Dart is just a player to watch the rest of the season. I think he could definitely bring this New York team from a staggering start to the season to a great showing and possible outlook. You never know at the end of the season in the NFC. So I think the Eagles will win, but I definitely think they have a chance.
I think the
Yeah, I
Eagles.
was just about to say I like Jackson.
Go ahead, Zay. You good?
Oh, my bad. I ain't my fault. I was about to say I like Jackson Dart. Uh, I still think you gonna see bumps and bruises from him though. And I think going up against the defending champ, this is one of them games you gonna see some of them bruises. He threw 2 picks last week, but I thought he played well. Well enough for it to only be his second start. So I got the Eagles winning this game. I don't think they cover the spread though. I think it's going to be a much closer game than we anticipate for real. Uh, and by any means, do I think the Giants? This is not a game that the Eagles is going to drop. Uh, but like I said, I'm looking forward to watching Jackson Dart tonight for real because I think he can make things happen, bro. His legs. Yeah, we was wondering like why he got more of a buzz than Shador. I think we seeing it low key, this far in this short sample size that we done seen from him.
Yeah, I think the injury to Neighbors is more than what I would think maybe another person might be. I think that injury is going to limit them so much that I honestly see the Eagles winning this by 2 scores. Um, I'm not going to say that they're going to beat them and it's going to be like 40-0 or something, but I could see it where the Giants keep it close. It's that typical Giants keep it close for a half. And then I think the Eagles just kind of wear them. Jackson makes that, trying to make a play. Jackson Dart throws it down, gets a pick. Could be his pick six. Could be. I just think Dart's going to make a mistake at the end. And it's not on the kid. I mean, he's a rookie, second, third game starting. And you're going against the defending Super Bowl champions. I just think Philly's going to pull away at the end of the game and win. I'd probably take Philly to cover and the over in this game.
Um, are the Giants playing? Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, you good. You good.
Okay. Are the Giants playing Philadelphia at the right time? A lot of times it's not, are you a better team? Um, a lot of times it's, are you playing a certain team at the right time? Um, as y'all might know, the Eagles have been having player only meetings this week. AJ Brown being salty about not getting the ball like a true number one wide receiver that he is.
Yeah.
It could be the squeaky wheel game for him. But I'm not going to go there. I think Philadelphia is a Super Bowl contender once again. I do not like the rushing output of Saquon Barkley, even though this is a revenge game for him. I just think they need to get him going. I think they will set that running game back up this week or tonight. You'll see the Eagles run the ball a little bit, and they'll pick and choose when they go downfield to AJ Brown. So I got the Eagles in this game, and I like them by more than a touchdown.
Yeah, I like the Eagles to win this game too, man. I think normally if maybe Neighbors was there, it could be a game where the Eagles might have some trouble with him, and he might be able to keep them in the game or go-to guy for Jackson Dart. But with him out there, man, I don't see them being able to do a whole lot. Uh, the Eagles are a pretty tough team to beat, man. With the weapons that they have, I think that the Eagles gonna cover that 7.5 and beat the Giants. Hopefully, Jackson Dart can have a good showing though. but my man Makuba is back there at safety. So I'm quite sure when he gets his chance, he gonna make something happen because he's from the Longhorns. So I got the Eagles winning this game for sure. Let's go ahead and turn it over to some of our college football action.
Hey,
We're
y'all
gonna
think? Do y'all think?
go ahead, Zay.
Hello,
Yeah,
hello.
we can hear you. Go ahead.
I just had one more question. I'm sorry. Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we can
Yeah, I
hear
was
you.
about to ask y'all. I was gonna ask y'all. Do y'all think y'all gonna see? Y'all gonna see? Am I delayed? Hey, I was gonna ask y'all though. Or do y'all think y'all gonna see some explosion?
Do y'all think we're gonna see some explosives?
That's,
Not out the Giants. Nope.
yeah, because that gives me it gives me thoughts when you say Makuba. I think when we think about the Eagles secondary, once they get it going, I think Makuba and Bajin, I think you possibly looking at one of the secondary safety tandems that if they keep together, that's going to be one of the best safety tandems we might see in this next probably 5 to 10 years. Makuba and Bajin over in Philadelphia. So with Neighbors being hurt, I think you're right. The Eagles definitely may run it up on the defensive side and get some things going because that's definitely what they need to do in this game. Just establish that defensive side. I think to get the win. So excitement on the Eagles, maybe not on the Giants. It just depends. Is he still there?
Anybody else thinking it's gonna be some explosion today?
I think you do, and believe it or not, I think the Giants have a few in them. I think Dart rolling around, scrambling around. Are they going to lead explosive plays to touchdowns? I don't know, but are they going to be explosive plays by him making something happen? I could see that. I could definitely. I think the Eagles are going to make a few, but I wouldn't be surprised to see the Giants make a few. Like I said, Dart scrambling around. These scrambling quarterbacks, they can make things. Guys run around scramble drill. All of a sudden, you're 15 yards down the field, crossing the middle, and you're wide open, and you run for 70. So I could see it.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely can see AJ Brown getting down the field for a big long touchdown. So, but as far as the Giants, you might see Scatterboo break a tackle, truck somebody, get a nice little run, explosive run in there.
Yeah, I don't know if y'all could hear me originally. That's what I had asked. It was really based on Scatterbo. And did y'all think he could kind of be that guy that kind of helped the Giants keep this a close one?
Just gonna have to see what he worth today. I think that's a great question. I mean, feed him the ball. I think the block that he had last week, I think that shows that he's ready to get out there and play. But it's going to be a tough task against this Eagles team. I think they're going to have to get at least 30 touches for them to win the game. But feeding him would definitely help, stretch that defense.
Yeah, I mean, go
Go
ahead,
ahead,
Sean.
Post. Sorry. No, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Post.
No, I was just gonna say, another thing we gotta look out for is, I believe Tyrone Tracy will be back tonight. So it's going to be interesting to see how they split up the touches, and if Scatterbo has done enough to win that first team role, that starting running back role, that workhorse role. So it's interesting to see how they split up the backfield tonight. If Tracy is indeed back.
Yeah, see, I mean, you got a young quarterback. I mean, the best friend to a young quarterback is a good running game. So I think the Giants need to lean on it. Scatterboo, give him his touches. Let's see what he can do. I mean, you're going to play Jackson Dart, which means you're looking at him as your franchise quarterback of the future. Scatterboo's your future running back of the future. I mean, what the old saying, cut the apron strings.
Yeah.
just turn the boys loose and let's see what you got. I mean, you're not going to the playoffs or the Super Bowl. See what you got so you know what you need. So I could see Scatterboo breaking off a few. And if he does, I think that is going to open Jackson Dart to let it fly.
Yeah, I think this is a good game to see what they can do because they ain't got nothing to lose. They might as well try to limit Philadelphia's possessions, run the football as much as they possibly can, get themselves in some third and shorts. And if Jackson Dart has to use his legs to get a first down, he can do that. Or they can also have some rub routes that they can run to keep the chains moving. And then eventually, if they get Philadelphia cheating up to try to stop that run, they can throw it over their head. It's definitely possible. And it's definitely one heck of a good game plan if they plan on trying to be in this game. That's a good formula for success for sure. So it could possibly happen. I didn't think about all of those variables until I heard all of y'all talk. So now, I mean, they could possibly go over Philadelphia's head, man, if they can get that run game going. You got anything to add to that, FanDuel?
No, I'm good. I'm good. We can move.
All right, cool. Well, let's look at this very, very important group of six game. We got number 24, South Florida, traveling to North Texas, who's favored in this game by 1.5. When in the heck have you ever seen North Texas favored in a game? Well, you're going to see it right now. The over and under is 66.5. North Texas is favored over a team that beat Florida and beat Boise State. That South Florida team. What's your thoughts on this game? And will this team be the front runner, the odds-on favorite to win that Group of Six bid to make it to the college football playoffs?
Winner of this game definitely has the inside track in my mind. North Texas is my pick to win the Group of Six. I think they win this game. Yes, South Florida beat Boise State, who's down. Yes, South Florida beat Florida, who is whatever. I mean, I could say Florida's really down and really bad, but then that makes one of our member teams here look really worse. We won't mention any names, Texas. But I just think I think North Texas can match the physicality of South Florida. If they can, North Texas wins. If South Florida comes in there and is just bullies them, North Texas will get run out of their own stadium. But I think North Texas. I think North Texas wins. I think it's an extremely close game. That 1.5. There's no way I would even touch trying to figure out who that spread. I'd probably lean towards. I say the under, but I think it depends. If North Texas jumps on top of South Florida, this game could get 50-50. This could be one of those over 100-point scoring games. But if both teams lock in physicality, this game could be 20-17. So I'm going North Texas. If I'm putting money on this game on a betting app, I'm going straight money line North Texas, and I probably wouldn't even touch this game, to be honest with you.
Yeah, this is what the sports books want you to do, Sean. They want you to do straight money line. That's why it's 1.5. And I think that South Florida going to win this game because I think they're going to slow down McGill and Hawkins, and I think they're going to make Mr. Maker beat them at quarterback. And I don't know if I trust him beating it. And we could say what we want about Florida, but that's still an SEC program with SEC players. And North Texas hasn't played nobody on that caliber this year. So I'm going South Florida all day. I love that they went into the swamp and proved to me that they can go into SEC country and win.
So you have no faith in Army being any good at all.
Army isn't any good at all.
Well, that's the most physical team that North Texas has played, and they shoved them around. I get your point. I'm not arguing. Hey, we all got our opinions here. That would be my rebuttal to that.
Oh, I ain't tripping. I heard you.
Maybe because you and I got to argue, or else this just ain't fun.
I'm always down, SEC, Sean. You
I
know
know
it.
you are. That's why.
I don't know what it is about Miguel and Hawkins. I like the two back tandem, and the messmaker. He haven't thrown no interceptions. He got 11 touchdowns, no interceptions. That's tough to go against at home. So we know he's ready for the game. But I like what you say, Zay. When you say South Florida been battle tested, you just don't go to the swamp and get a win. That's a big win. So with Texas, North Texas come out and play, you know, much better than you would see in the swamp, within Florida play. But the question is, will they take care of home field advantage in this game, unlike Florida did? That's my question. And I'm going to take North Texas. I know we was talking about it in the chat. I like Messmaker not having no mistakes, even though it's possible to have them in this type of game, this type of battle. But I'm going to still go with North Texas. Miguel, Hawkins, I think they get loose in this game, and I think they get physical with South Florida and send them back to Florida and let them know Texas is where football really at. Just, my thoughts on that.
Real quick before y'all jump in, I'm going to give you a little insight here. It'll be very curious on the home field advantage. North Texas has had a few games at home this year where they've had less fans than the Tampa Bay Rays in baseball.
Wow.
I'm talking, bro. I've seen pictures on Twitters where there have been like maybe 300 people in the stands, not counting the band.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, it's there's you can get on Twitter and look up North Texas, and it is brutal. Now, maybe that changes Friday. But see, playing on Friday night near Dallas, Fort Worth, you have trouble drawing a crowd because, brother, there's a lot of good high school games that night.
Yeah.
So we'll see what happens. But I wouldn't hold the home field advantage. This is pretty much going to be team versus team. There ain't no home field. It ain't like College Station or the Shoe or the Big House or none of that. It ain't nothing like that. There might be more USF fans than North Texas fans.
Fellas, tonight I am going to go with every single home team on the slate except for one. Which one would that be? Stay tuned. But last week I picked I myself along with SEC Sean, I picked North Texas. I like South Florida. I like the physicality of their quarterback. I like the fact that they went to Florida and got the dub. But it's just something about this North Texas team that I like. I love their offense. Their coach is going to get a lot of offers after this season. So I'll be surprised if he still remains at North Texas after this season. I like Moss said, I love their quarterback. Both running backs got over 300 yards. This is going to be a physical game, but I'm sticking with my pick. Give me North Texas.
Man, I
Okay.
just cannot. Go ahead, Fando.
No, go ahead, Ron. Go ahead. I'll say it after you done.
I just cannot unsee North Texas being a doormat for all the teams in Texas. Man, they were doormats for years. I can't unsee that. Every Texas team that played them was thumping them. They were tune-ups. They were the games that we would be like, man, y'all play some bombs. And they think that they could possibly make the college football freaking playoffs, bro. I can't unsee it. I'm going with South Florida because I need South Florida to beat these dudes because I would not want to see North Texas in the college football playoffs and my Texas Longhorns not be there. That would piss me off.
I knew exactly where that rant was going.
Yes,
I
indeed.
did too.
I would be so freaking mad. I probably would not come on the stream that week. If
Oh,
these
no, you would.
and Texas don't. I can't
Man,
live that down, man. Come on,
hey
South
man,
Florida. Come on, South Florida.
hey man, if that ever happened, I had to bring you some
Yeah.
some cupcakes to work or something, man. I know you gonna be down.
Man,
Man, I'm gonna
man.
be down like 10 flat tires like I got a rig, bro.
He might call some PTO days.
Man, listen, I could not live that down, bro. I could not. And listen, SEC Sean, you shouldn't be living down either. If that happens and y'all don't make it either, man, that'd be tough, bro.
Tough.
I'm an Aggie. I've gotten used to being mediocre.
Yeah, well,
We
Zay,
just
I
take the
think-
wins as we can.
Oh,
I mean,
man,
you know,
y'all.
if we make the playoffs, we make the playoffs. If we go 8-4, fine, whatever.
No, y'all is funny, man.
I think you want to ask the same question that you to post that I was thinking, Zay.
Man, hey, listen, he got me nervous over here. I don't know what he gonna say.
But
You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah. Man.
Hey, y'all, Saquon getting loose already.
17 for 176, the first trip and the only trip. So this is the second trip. I think second time playing against him because he didn't play that the last game of the season, I think, last year for the record.
Yeah. Did you have something else to add, FanDuel? We can go to the next one.
nah, just go ahead. I'm gonna ask post question, but it's gonna come sooner than later anyway.
All right, cool. Next up, we got a huge game in the Big Ten. Number 1, Ohio State is traveling to Illinois to play the 17th ranked Illinois Fighting Illini. The Buckeyes are favored by 14.5 points in this game, and the over and under is only 49.5. We already know the Buckeyes going to probably put up 3/4 of that. What is this final score you think it's going to be, and who you got winning this game, and will the Buckeyes cover that 14.5?
Look, I'll jump on this because I know y'all are more Ohio State than I am, but Indiana beat Illinois 63-10, right? Ohio State's defense is better than Indiana's. I think that 14.5, I think Ohio State crushes that. I think Ohio State wins maybe by 3-4 touchdowns. I'm looking at somewhere along the lines of Ohio State 48, Illinois 7. I don't think Illinois, and I know it's at Illinois, that Ohio State defense is nasty. They held an explosive Washington offense to make them look like they was playing Pee Wee League. I don't see this game being close at all. What time is that game, Zay? You know, anybody know?
It's noon.
3:30.
No, it's
No,
noon.
that's
that
not
game will be
noon.
over.
That's that 12 noon.
That game should be over.
Oh,
by
it is that number.
4:30. Okay. So by halftime, that game will be over. That's just my take on it. I'm not sold on Illinois, and Ohio State just looks nasty. So that's where I lie with that one.
My thing would be, this has been my only question thinking about this Illinois team. Does Altmaier have the juice? And I'm speaking about Juice Williams from years ago. When they went to Illinois, no one thought Illinois had a chance, even though they had a great quarterback in Juice Williams. I think they had Mendenhall. I can't
They had
remember as
Mendenhall
a
in
running
too.
back.
Yeah.
You know, they had just the type of receiver group they have, even just playmakers. So this is a tough game to call for me. I feel like it's a trap game. I got the national championship Ohio State Buckeyes coming out on top, but that 14 and a half is kind of scary for me because it's going against a team they've showed success. That 63-10, I'm not going to put that on their resume. That's not that same Illinois team right now at this season, at this point, getting ready for this game this weekend. So I got Ohio State by 10. I think if Illinois is in the game late in the third quarter, Ohio State got to be mindful that anything can happen. But I got Ohio State winning by 10 in this game. That's just my thoughts overall on the game itself.
Yeah, fellas, it's tough looking at Ohio State and how they've been performing. Julian saying stud, wide receivers, Tate, Smith, studs, running back studs, offensive linemen studs, defensive line studs, linebackers studs, safeties, DBs studs. It's hard to imagine anybody beating Ohio State. Illinois, I gotta ask myself, like, the Indiana game was an anomaly, or is that who they really are? The thing that scares me in this game for the Illini is that they're banged up in that secondary. And going against that QB and the wide receivers, that's a terrible recipe. But hear me out on this. Sometimes, again, it's not are you the better team, it's when you're playing a team.
Yeah.
Um, there's only one way out of a billion ways that the Illini can win this game. One thing a lot of people don't talk about is that the Illini are really good on special teams, and they got a lot of trick plays in their bag. I love Ohio State and that talent, but I'm picking the upset, fellas. I'm
Mm,
picking the upset. Um,
mm.
I feel like the Illini are going to keep that high-powered offense off the field. They're not going to put up a bunch of points, but they're going to keep saying and those receivers off the field, and they're going to keep them cold. They're going to run the ball with that physical running back they got, and they're going to score just enough to pull off the upset at home, high noon. I'm taking the Illini 16-13.
Ooh, post game.
Ooh, 16, 13. Man, I wish this was a time where we could see a Juice Williams kind of performance out there.
Yeah.
But man, that Ohio State team, bro, shit. They got everything. I think that Illinois might be able to slow them down maybe in the first half, man, if they can keep the ball away from them. Don't be in no rush. Take your time. Let the quarterback understand you're going to have some things slow developing so that you can try to maybe get Ohio State out of position here and there. But, man, I cannot see them doing anything with this Ohio State team. I'm taking Ohio State to 14 and a half, and you might be able to put another 14 and a half on it to make it 29. I don't see Illinois being able to do nothing with these Buckeyes, man. Nothing whatsoever.
Hey, Moss, I knew he was going there. I knew he was going there, dog.
You knew he was
Hey,
going
listen.
there. I was
Hey,
wondering.
post game was high on him in the preseason. He got to rock with his pick. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I can respect it. The loyalty is solid. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
But look, man, I'm gonna just keep it a band, man. The spread is way too low in this game. Uh, I took the spread as soon as I seen it. I took it. We got to understand something about this Illinois team and what is their struggle. What is their weakness as a team? Their struggle is they're not physical. You know, they don't play a physical brand of football. Uh, and well, they do, but when they're not consistent at it, is where they run into their troubles. That's why they lost to Indiana the way they did. They got out physical. Even if you watch that USC game, once they decided to tap into their physicality, that's when they start controlling that USC game. So, I mean, yeah, they run trick plays. We don't fall for trick plays at Ohio State. Uh, I just don't see no way they're gonna be able to handle nothing we got coming. And you know, our guys, they not thinking about last year. They not feeding into the rat poison, as we call it. You know, when everybody telling you the best in the country, we ain't did nothing. That's the message that Ryan Day is giving them. We haven't did not a damn thing yet. So we ain't gonna let this game trap us. We see it's a number next to their name. We wake up for ranked opponents. That's what we live for at Ohio State. So you gonna see my guys gonna come out there focused, and we're gonna cover that spread. Now, Brett Bielema, he did knock us off when we was number one, as Joe mentioned, to 2010. But I don't see history repeating itself. Not this time.
So, just a quick question for you, real quick, Zay. I've been thinking about this question for this 150 to Smitty or 150 to Jackson.
You said what?
150 for Jackson or 150 for Smitty from O Block 4. Which one you think?
Man, listen, I'm to the point where honestly I don't even care about the stats because I sent y'all a video of when we ran a fake we ran a fake reverse and it was 5 defenders running after Jeremiah Smith and we threw a bomb to Tate. You just don't know what the game plan is going to be for other teams because it's so much you got to account for. So it's going to be anybody's game any given Saturday. It's going, and one day it's going to be Smitty. One day it's going to be Cardinale. The next time it's going to be Bo. You know, it's going to be somebody different because we got to see how you going to play us.
Zay, my brother, I hear you, man, and trust me, I'm picking with my heart and not my head on this. So I could be totally wrong. I could totally see a scenario where Ohio State is sitting on the sideline and barbecuing hot dogs and wings and laughing while the score is 66-0. But I'm going with the upset, man. I think Altmaier, veteran, wise quarterback, probably one of the more slept on quarterbacks in the nation. And it's a funny feeling I got about this game, man. And that's no disrespect to your Buckeyes. Trust me. I know I know what them boys is capable of doing. As an analyst, as I always say, I gotta keep it funky. And I just feel like it's gonna be one of those college football days that we have every year. Expect the unexpected. And I think the Illini are going to beat Ohio State by a field goal.
Hey, I ain't got no problem with it, Poe. You know, I think my guys need to be tuned into the show and hear you say that, so they can go even harder. You know what I mean? We need guys like you to put a little in our step. You feel me? So I ain't mad at it. I trust me, I love it. But my final score, I got 35-6 Buckeyes.
See, that's why I keep trying to pump up the Buckeyes really hard, so hoping they'll hear it, and then maybe they'll slip up somewhere.
Jackson Dart with a rushing touchdown, y'all.
Did you really? Wow.
Yeah, 7-3 Giants. I would say.
Hey, I put him back on the wire. Y'all better go get him.
You're right, Post. I mean, there's games every weekend that make you go, what did I just see?
Yeah.
Like UCLA beating Penn State. Like USF beating Florida. Those are things that that's college football we live in right now.
Yeah, that's for sure.
So yeah, Illinois could bite Ohio State. I just think Ryan Day's got that team locked in right now, and that defense is damn nasty.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. Well, let's look at this next matchup. We got number 8 Alabama traveling to number 14 Missouri. Alabama's favored by 3.5 in this game, and the over and under is 51.5. What's your thoughts on this game? Can Missouri pop Alabama in this one?
Hey, outside of them world famous Buckeyes, this is the game that I'm most excited for because it's going to tell me a lot that I need to know. Um, you got on one hand, you got a Missouri team who we ain't seen them play nobody. That rushing attack is monster. What does Bama struggle with on that defense? Stopping the run. If you had to pick one weakness, you will say stopping the run is their weakness. Bama, that offense, that run game, it picked up a little bit, but it's a weakness. I think it's ranked in the hundreds. It's only like 150 something programs. It's ranked in the hundreds right now. What does Missouri do good on defense? Post game say it every time. Style make fights, man. But we've been seeing Ty Simpson balling. That Missouri secondary got called out by their own coach. So we gonna see, and it's definitely a stylistic fight. We're gonna see which style is gonna win this week and which team is actually really better. Because when you got contrasting styles, you got to find a way to win the game. So I'm going right now. I'm leaning Missouri. Um, I'm going Missouri right now. I think they'll be able to get that running game going. I think Prabula will have a solid game, and I still want to see if Kalen DeBoer can. He don't have a road problem with Georgia, but he got a road problem everywhere else, and he on the road. And I don't have confidence in him getting his team up and ready to play on the road week in and week out.
Yeah. For me, I don't know. Being an FSU fan, since seeing this Alabama team take the loss to us, man, they've been on a different road. I like this Alabama team. They got Jam Miller, and he's spreading all the jelly around that offensive line as he get them rushing yards. I think this is the week where Jam Miller actually excels out of the backfield catching the ball. I think, you know, Ryan Williams, of course, we know what he does, but Bernhardt, I think, who's one of the most underrated players in college football, who don't get a lot of publicity. They don't talk about him a lot. That's five for them Crimson Tide. I think he even has a big game. I got Alabama, but the fact that Missouri, like you said, Zay, up until this point, they really haven't played nobody. I think Alabama about to come in and roll through and give Missouri a little something they haven't had all season, man. And Alabama really gonna put us on notice. And I think Alabama, like I said, they back. I said that last week, and I'm gonna stick with it.
Well, Joe Check is saying roll tide. We're gonna see. We're gonna see.
Definitely, man. Definitely.
It sounds like some laundry detergent.
What's going on, Joe? Another Joe in the building. What's your thoughts post game?
Oh, so me, again, I'm picking all the home teams tonight. I'm gonna just tell y'all that right now, except for one. It won't be this one. Year after year, we're fooled by Missouri. I get it. I don't want this to be the year I'm fooled once again. So I'm banking on the Tigers to be able to run the ball against Alabama at home. I was once told by a wise man, in college, NFL, NBA, no matter the sport, it's difficult to win on somebody's home field. Now, there's exceptions to that rule, but I don't think this is the one. Missouri wins.
Well, if all Missouri can do is run the football, I'm quite sure Alabama can do some things to slow that thing down. But one thing I know for sure is Missouri ain't gonna be able to stop that Alabama passing game with Ty Simpson and them three amigos he got. And if you get down behind them 7, 10, 14 points, and you think you're gonna run the football to get back in it, cancel Christmas, Santa Claus will not be coming down your chimney. You can go ahead and cancel everything because Alabama is about to beat these dudes, these Missouri Tigers, and they're going to cover that 3.5.
Yeah.
I'm taking Alabama.
Yes, sir. We're going to have to call them the three amigos, man. Yes, sir. That's a great one for them boys.
Okay.
So,
Here's the deal with this game. Alabama has had trouble stopping the run. Missouri can run the hell out the ball. We know this. Missouri hasn't played anybody. Bama's going to stack that box, and they're going to make Bo Prabula prove he can beat them. Can he? I don't think so. I think Bama's going to out-physical them. It is in Missouri, but here's the problem. It's an 11 a.m. game. That can, based on certain fan bases, that can kind of push the atmosphere down a little bit, let's say. Okay? Bama wins this game, and it's not close. Bama wins this game by 14 plus. Ty Simpson probably puts his name higher up on that Heisman list, to be honest with you. I think this is a game he rolls in and they just dominate. And I've got something like 35-17. Bama.
I'm going to go another one. I'm going to say 42-17. Bama.
Jam Miller being back makes that Bama offense even more dynamic.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, for sure. Well, let's take a look at Pitt at number 25, Florida State. Mossberg Seminoles are favored by 10.5 in this game, and the over and under is 57.5. What's your thoughts on this game? Can Mossberg's team bounce back from the loss they took last week to a really good Miami team and get back on track with their offense and their defense? What's your thoughts on this game?
They better. They better, or they're going to be sitting over there with that team from Austin watching North Texas in the playoffs.
Man.
Pittsburgh's going to play them tough. Pittsburgh. They just, that mentality. Pittsburgh just play everybody tough in my mind. But it's at home. I think Florida State kind of knows their back's against the wall. I think Florida State wins. Let me go back and look at the spread on this one real quick. I think Florida State wins. I don't know if they cover. If I was betting the spread, I'd probably take Pitt on the spread. And I just think it'll be closer than what people think. I could be way wrong. Florida State could boat race the hell out of them. I don't know, but I think Pitt plays them tough. And I think we'll find out what Florida State's made of right now.
Yeah, I'll be going back and forth, man. You know, I've seen two sides of this Florida State team. I feel like it just depends on what Florida State team we see. And like you said, Sean, Pitt always play Florida State tough. I don't know what it is. Like, they just play them tough. I know they popped them a few years ago. They popped Florida State, something crazy. I'm going to go Florida State, though. What was the spread, Sean?
2.5.
10.5.
2.5.
10.
10.
10.
Oh, 10.5. Yeah, I wouldn't touch that spread, man. I wouldn't trust it. If you're gonna bet it, bet money line. Home. Hopefully that home field advantage is advantageous. And I don't know, man. Listen, I hope Florida State win because I don't want them to just start dropping games, bro. I don't like beating up on Moss, man. I really don't, bro. I know I do it, but I don't like it. So I'm rooting for Florida State.
Appreciate you, Zay. Appreciate it.
Yeah, I believe myself that this is a must-win game for Florida State. They're gonna keep the prospect of playing in the ACC championship game alive. Uh, I man, listen, I Castellanos is so up and down. I would like to see them focus on getting Deuce Robinson the ball, especially in the red zone. Um, and I'm gonna take Florida State, man, in a tight one. Pittsburgh is a scrappy team, man. But again, I'm taking Florida State.
Man, I'm anxious to see how Florida State is riding this wave of emotions, man. I mean, they like this right now, bro. And this game right here should be able to tell us, has Mike Norvell really changed the culture from last year to this year? Does this Florida State team really have some fight in them? You see them fighting towards the end of that game last week against Miami. You see them have some issues against Virginia, but they still kept fighting. Will they come out in this game at home and really put it on Pitt, man, to really get their confidence going back in the right direction to where they can continue to win games and possibly be able to get into the ACC championship game, man? That got to be their goal. They got to feel like, listen, we might need some help, but if we handle our business, we can probably be there in the end, but we got to handle our business. They got to win this game. I don't know if they cover this 10.5, but I got Florida State winning this game. They could possibly blow this 10.5 out. I ain't so sure they're going to do that, but I'm going to take Florida State to win this game, but not to cover that 10.5.
Um, I want to see us get back on the winning side for sure. I think this is going to be a tough game, even though we at home against Pitt, respectively. They have a great defense. Shout out to Rasheem Bow, straight out of Columbus, Ohio, playing for Pitt as well, and he's doing a great job with the interception return, 44 tackles, assisted on about 20 to 30 tackles as well. So some of the guys from here play for them, but in the retrospect, I just want to see Castellanos be aware of everything, get that ball out of his hands and just gain that tough yardage. Like you said, they get Deuce Robinson a football. I forget who said it, if it was Zay or not, but get Deuce Robinson a football. Post appreciate that. And we got to use that frame of his. Then we got to get back to running that ball like we did the first few games. I know we have one of the top offenses, but the way we fight at the end of the games, I want to see us fight the start of the games, not being down a touchdown or 10 points and showing a fight. I want us to have that same energy from the kickoff, from warm-up, from the locker room. So I know it was a pretty tough week in practice, I'm sure, but I just want to see them get out, put it all together at the home field. That'll be a great thing to do. High known against a great Pitt team. This could be a change in the direction of either team's season. So I just want to see us get out and definitely get a win, and a victory would be great. 10.5, I'm going to take us. I think we could do it at home. We'll just go ahead and take it.
Hey, Moss, if y'all lose this week, I want to see Kevin Sperry. I've been hearing too much about Kevin Sperry. I want to see Kevin Sperry.
I'm gonna say this about that, Zay. I'm glad you mentioned that. Me personally, if we get up, whether it's 10 points, if we up 10, I would like to see Kevin Sperry in the second half if we up 10 points in the first half, just to give a different glimpse of that defense not knowing what, to prepare for. And I think Kevin Sperry, like I said, when he get the full go at that quarterback position, he's going to take the offense into another level. No disrespect to Tommy Castellanos, but I think having a taller height and having that experience behind Castellanos, that helps him, and then being able to see that offense after a year, the progression and how he maintains himself in the next year coming in. So I'm just excited to see what it'll be like. But definitely, I think that's something that we can and should do.
Well, let's look at this next game in the Big Ten. Number 7, Indiana, traveling to Eugene, Oregon to play the number 3 Oregon Ducks, who are favored by 7.5 in this game, and the over and under is 55.5. Will we get to see if either one of these teams is ranked too high, or will they both have a good showing and show us that they deserve to be ranked where they're ranked at right now? What's your thoughts on this matchup?
Hey, why you ain't say that soliloquy about Alabama and Missouri? Huh?
So that's the SECs, eh?
Because you
Yeah,
got a
that's that.
14. No, because you got a 7 and a 3 and a 14 and a whatever. What's the name is Alabama? They not up there in the top 10 like that, bro.
Yeah.
Nah, that's that
Every
SEC,
time I do something,
talk, dog.
I gotta have some ulterior motive.
You
Why not?
do.
I got some ulterior motive,
Zay
man.
don't
You
miss.
do.
I
He
don't.
do
I don't even be thinking about that stuff. My mind ain't even wired like that, bro.
Yeah, hey, your mind when you listen to when you hear Big Ten, you think it's a 2-team conference. So if it's not Michigan or Ohio State, that's how your mind is wired to say stuff like that.
That's only when I gotta come at you and T1 because y'all be talking so much stuff, man.
I don't know.
Look,
Zay.
Rob, I'm gonna sure to tell you, Rob, you're killing our SEC vibe here, man. All right, you're gonna have to write out stories for the little Big Ten so that they can feel like they're worth something.
Oh, you done entered the same realm as Rob now, SEC Sean. You
Look
are
at
in.
my name.
You said the
Look at my
little
name.
Big Ten. Okay.
He is crazy. He
You
is
know
crazy.
why? You know why I said it too. Because as soon as I said it, I saw that little circle light up around your little icon up there. I already knew.
But I'm
I'm
going
gonna
with
jump on this one first because it's Big Ten, and I don't pay as much attention to the Big Ten. I mean, I keep up and I watch some stuff, but this is a prove it game for both. I think it's more a prove it game for an Indiana because it's at Oregon. Because it's at Oregon, I take Oregon. But I think this game is gonna. This might be a game I got to rewatch 2 or 3 times because this game could be very, very, very entertaining. This game could, man, this game could wind up in 3 overtimes. This game could be 63-62. I don't know what you're going to get from this. Are you going to get the Indiana team that out physical Illinois and out finessed them? Are you going to get the Oregon team that we all know Oregon, they love, their offense, whatever, blah, blah, blah. Or are you going to get the Oregon team that bodied up with Penn State on the road and won kind of a slog, I take Oregon at home. I don't know about the spread, wouldn't touch it, but I'd probably take the over for sure.
I like Oregon. What was Indiana's rank when they came to y'all in that playoff last year post game? Was they ranked number 7 as well? When they played
Man, all I remember about that game is Jeremiah Love hitting the sideline.
I think the
No,
Ducks.
they couldn't have been. They couldn't
No,
have been.
they was
7.
10. I think
No,
Notre Dame was 7.
that was the
Okay.
home
Yeah,
team.
Notre Dame
Yeah,
was 7.
that's correct.
Indiana
Yep.
was 10.
Yeah, it's 7-10. Yep.
For me, this is like a playoff game. I think about that Notre Dame game last year. We trying to figure out who Indiana is. No disrespect to what they've been doing. Great season so far, but I think Oregon is tired of people really disrespecting them this season, not giving them a lot of the respect they deserve. Just my thoughts. I think Indiana goes into Eugene. The Ducks is quacking, and they put up 50 themselves, just like Indiana did. So who was that? The Fighting Illini. I think Oregon does them the same exact way in Eugene.
Mossberg, you know what is crazy, bro? Is I was going to say the same exact thing.
It's
I
crazy.
love Indiana. I love that offense. I love their coach. But I think it's levels to this. I think Oregon is in that upper echelon tier. And I think Indiana is going to go to the West Coast and get punched in the mouth. Give me Oregon big.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think Oregon has to. They have to, man. They can't allow for a team from the Midwest to travel 2,000, well, maybe about 1,500 miles across the country. No, matter of fact, it's 2,000 miles across the country to face them at home. It's going to be a 12:30 kickoff for the West Coast, 3:30 kickoff for us in the Midwest. This is a game where Oregon has to do to Indiana what the Ohio State Buckeyes did to Indiana last year. You got to go out there, a really good look at Indiana team. You got to put it on them and let them see that, listen, you might be looking good, but you ain't no damn good. We about to dog y'all. And Oregon got to do them like that. They can't let up. They got to get out there with that wide receivers, get out there with them running backs, and play good, solid defense. Because if they don't, if you think this Indiana team going to lay down and not fight, you sadly mistaken because they coming to try to do the same exact thing that I'm telling Oregon they need to do. Indiana going to try to come and do that same exact thing because they want to be considered one of the best teams in the Big Ten.
yeah.
But Oregon got to quiet that noise and pop them. I got Oregon winning this game, and I think they're going to cover that 7.5.
Hey, listen,
Hey,
y'all.
Jackson Dart's going the hell off.
Yeah.
I should have never dropped him. But hey, listen, y'all. Y'all gotta understand this is not the Indiana from last year. I keep trying to tell y'all this. This is not the same team. When it comes to their trenches, that's the noticeable difference of their team. And one thing we about to see in this game is two of the top quarterbacks, according to the scouts for the NFL draft. They got both of these guys in the top three right now. So we're gonna see who gonna win out. I think Indiana on the whole, just like from every team I watched this year, is a top 16 in the country. Just my personal eye test. And I don't think Oregon about to blow them. I don't think they're about to go in there and just blow them out. And I think the winner of this game is going to be probably somewhere in the 20s. They're going to win the game, but they only scored 27 or something like that. With that being said, though, I am going Oregon, but I think the explosiveness of this Indiana team, I think they get a few explosives in this game, and I don't think they're going to let Oregon just pull away. Uh, and I'm gonna say final score 27-23 Oregon. But I think like it's gonna be we're gonna come back on Sunday and we're gonna be like, man, this happened and they should have lost.
Very possible. Very possible. Let's check out our next game, which is probably the best rivalry in college football. Number 6, Oklahoma is favored by 1.5 over my Texas Longhorns in the Red River rivalry in the Cotton Bowl. Half crimson and cream, half burnt orange. Hook 'em horns over here, over Sooner over there. And you can't get no better than that on a neutral site. Come on, man. The best rivalry in the land. Let's go. Who y'all got? And if you don't say Texas, I'm gonna block your screen.
You better start blocking then.
Man, who want to go first? Because I know I think I know what a couple of y'all gonna say. I think Mateer is healthy. I think Mateer is going to be playing. Of course, there's been a lot of talk about that. Something about some Chipotle stuff. I don't know. Longhorns win. Oklahoma take a L in the Red River rivalry. Texas answer a lot of critics. Like you said, Zay, Arch Manning showed us something in that last game, even though they lost to Florida. I don't know what it is about this Texas team. The defensive struggle. We've seen what we've seen out of Arch in this offense, but I still like this Texas team. I think they get a win, and I think they get back on the winning ways of Texas football. And this is where things start to happen in the mighty SEC. Missouri go down at home. Texas get a big win against Oklahoma.
Oh wow, man, this is difficult for me to call. I'm not sure if Mateer is going to play. Um, I like that Oklahoma defensive line getting after Arch and that offensive line. I don't know how quick they can get that old line together, but I really like Oklahoma's defense. I really, really like Texas's defense. Is Mateer gonna play or not? I'm picking this game based on Mateer not playing. So I'm gonna have Texas winning at home. I think they just need a bounce back game. They're gonna be up for this game. Both teams gonna be up for this game. I do think Arch Manning is starting to come along. Texas has to run the ball in this game, and they gotta play sound defense. And I'm gonna take them at home to win. I like them by a touchdown.
Hey, Rob, do y'all play this game in Jerry's World every year?
It's not Jerry's world.
It's not. It's in Dallas, but it's not at Jerry's World.
It's at the Cotton Bowl.
At the state fair.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It's a great
Well,
venue to watch a game at.
it really is. It really. Oh well, I ain't never been there in
The
person,
Cotton
but
Bowl
it
is.
looked
The
good on
Cotton
TV.
Bowl is phenomenal.
Breaking news.
Yeah, it looked good on TV for sure.
He updated the
But man,
proper
listen.
26
Hold on,
minutes.
Go
what's
ahead.
up? Hold on.
Mateer
What's up?
updated the probable 26 minutes ago.
But you ain't playing.
I think he's gonna
Hey,
try
listen.
to play. Like,
I think Texas loses game with or without Mateer.
mhm.
I'm saying like that offensive line is not good, bro. I keep telling y'all that. This Oklahoma front is nice. It's one of the better fronts in the SEC. They're going to control the whole game. I'm sorry, don't block me, no.
I ain't gonna block you.
Hey, that's the only really weakness for real Texas really got. Like Arch ain't bad. Like you feel me? If they had a really good line, they will be able to hide Arch's deficiencies. They just don't have a good line.
Texas O line is terrible.
Yeah, I thought I dropped the mic on y'all. Like, got quiet.
Oklahoma's O line ain't great. This is a battle of probably two of the worst 5 offensive lines in the SEC. Both of them have good defenses. This game's hard for me. I really don't know. I don't think it matters. Mateer, Hawkins, don't care. Don't care who the quarterback is for OU. I think whoever the quarterback is for OU and whoever the quarterback is for Texas are going to be running so much trying to figure out what to do that it's going to come down to your receiving core, your backs out of the backfield, which team, if any, can run the ball, because neither one of them have really been able to. I like Texas receivers better than Oklahoma's. And
Hey,
yeah, I
Rob.
kind of threw up in my mouth a little bit when I said that, but it's fine.
I was about to say you just said that too.
Hey, Rob. Do you think at some point though that y'all need to give a look to y'all's backup quarterback? I know we seen one pass, but man, was it a dot?
No,
Nope.
Why? Because it's a Manning? Is it because it's a Manning?
No,
no. Simply because he gives us
don't
a
have the mobility.
chance to win. If we can keep him, he's at a point now where if we can just keep the pressure off of him, he can throw some dimes. He can throw some dimes. The last two games, you've seen him throw some really good balls, some under pressure, some when he wasn't under pressure. But when he's under pressure, that's when he misses some of his reads because he reads a little bit slow sometimes. But if he can just get enough time back there, they might have to go and leave a tight end in the block sometimes. Throw some short games, some screens. And I think you're going to see a lot of that in this game because you haven't seen a lot of it all season. So I think Texas is going to do quite a bit of that in this game to help Arch out, especially to keep him from taking the licks that he took last week. And they're going to have to definitely try to run the ball as best they can with this horrible offensive line, but Oklahoma's offensive line is horrible too, and they can't run the football outside of their quarterback. So with two of the worst offensive lines in the SEC, you're gonna probably see the defenses dominate. It might come down to special teams, and I haven't seen Oklahoma special teams, but I know Texas got one hell of a punter. That if they can make the plays that they missed last week, they could have down two balls inside the five on Florida and didn't. If they could do that and make Oklahoma have to go the length of the field, they could get a short field and possibly get an easy score. So I think that's going to be Texas' way of winning this game, being able to control the field position game and get some easy scores. Because I'm telling you now, it could be 9 points and the winner might win this sucker.
I
Hey,
I just to answer your question to help out Rob, the Manning needs to play. He's more athletic than the backup quarterback. When you saw, if you watch the end of that, don't watch the first half. Go watch the second half of that Florida game. When you have a bad offensive line, you have to get your quarterback out. Arch, when he started rolling out, getting outside of the pocket, away from that pass rush from Florida, he was dropping them down the field. But
and
you got
that
to be able to get him out.
and I was gonna say, I've only seen Arch play good when his back is against the wall, not when he needs to and you trying to jump out on people. I don't know why I'm seeing it like that, but like if the game is a tie game, I think he's a different quarterback when he's trying to come back from behind. It's like he stopped thinking and pressing so much.
All right, I'm going to give my prediction on this game, and it's based on one simple stat. Steve Sarkisian is 5-18 against ranked opponents.
Told you, Rob. He don't win big games. I told you.
He's not good.
I don't know what he
Steve
did at
Sarkisian.
Washington and USC. I'm talking about Texas.
That's his whole career. Steve Sarkisian is known for having a good first or second year in a program and then falling back to Sunbelt Billy over there in Florida. 7-5, 8-4. That's what Sark is. Everybody figures out that offense. He doesn't ever change. This is what I'm going to do. I like the Texas talent. I know a lot of those kids. There is so much damn talent on that Texas roster. I think this Oklahoma team is different. I think Venables has got something dialed up. I don't expect a blowout either way. But I think Oklahoma beats Texas. Oklahoma knows that if they beat Texas, they eliminate Texas from the playoff. They're going to do everything they can to make that happen because that would make nothing but that little state north of Texas happy. That whole state might shut down for a week.
Yeah.
So I think Oklahoma wins. I think it's very close, but I think it comes down to field position, and I think Oklahoma pulls it out at the end. And I'm not saying that because I'm an Aggie and I hate the University of Texas. That's just how I feel.
I mean, respectable.
What's your thoughts on North Carolina State traveling to South Bend to play post games number 16 ranked Notre Dame Fighting Irish, who's favored by 22.5? That's a lot of points, bro. 59.5 is the over and under. Can Notre Dame cover that 22.5? Or can North Carolina State make this game interesting?
This is going to be my first college football game in my life. I can't wait to get there. I hope Jeremiah Love get a lot of love. I just can't wait to see these golden helmets. It's going to be great to be there with my brother who's an Irish fan. I'm going to definitely do some live footage, but I'm looking forward for Notre Dame to put a foot up in these Wolfpack, man. Nothing against North Carolina State. I think they're going to come out and definitely give Notre Dame a challenge. They're not a soft team. They can play physical. They can pass the ball. They can move the ball as well. But I think Notre Dame is on that mission right now. I think they on that mission. And like Post Game said last week, and then I watched one of his videos. If you haven't, man, go tune in to his videos on his page as well. Does great content in his reviews. Notre Dame been feeding love. When they feeding love, it's a lot of love coming throughout that team on the offensive side of the ball, the defensive side. So I got Notre Dame winning. I say they cover the 20. I'm going to give them 23 points.
Hey, man, we about to see Moss come back a Notre Dame fan. This about to be crazy. You know what I mean? Hey, the post game about to come down. Hey, he about to switch you to a Notre Dame. He going to have a shirt ready for you, a hat, everything. Listen, I got Notre Dame in this game, but that spread is kind of crazy to me. I do not think they're going to cover that spread. CJ Bailey he's erratic. He is. But when he on. And I just feel like he might be on a little bit this Saturday. So I ain't going to give him the 22.5. I think Notre Dame win that game real convincingly. I don't think it's going to be in question at any point, but I'm rolling with the Irish in this one.
Yeah, I'm going to roll with the Irish. I don't think they cover. 22.5 against even any Power 4 school is just insane. I mean, I'm not sure I would put somebody 22.5 over Kentucky. And and NC State's got a pretty good little quarterback over there. So I think it's going to be closer than that 22.5. I do agree with that. I think Notre Dame keeps them kind of at arm's length, 10-14 the whole game. But not 22.5. There's no way. But yeah, I need Notre Dame wins. Plus, I need Notre Dame, like I've said, to keep winning.
Man, I'm taking North Carolina State in the upset like they did over the Houston Cougars. Clyde Drexler, Akeem Olajuwon, back in the days. Psych? No, I'm not. I got Notre Dame winning this game. Now, that 22.5, I don't know, man, where the hell did they get that from? That's a lot of points, man. That's a lot of points. And I know Notre Dame is playing really, really good. They're going to win this game. It's going to be double figures, but 22.5, man, that's 3 touchdowns and a field goal. I ain't giving them that much, man, but I got them winning this game by at least double figures. But I'm taking Notre Dame, man. Everything I said before that about NC State upsetting Houston Cougars, that was in the past, and that's where it's going to stay.
Got you, Rob. You had me worried for a second. I'm taking the Irish to roll. And by how many points, that's going to depend on which Irish defense we see come Saturday, gentlemen. Um, if this defense continues to make strides, and it's the defense I thought they would have coming into the season, Notre Dame is going to make mincemeat out of the Wolfpack. Um, and I truly believe this, fellas. I believe by season's end, we're going to be talking about Notre Dame as one of the top 5 offenses in college football, period. So give me Notre Dame. I think they're going to cover. They're going to win this football game easily. And I'm not being arrogant. I'm not being biased. This is just how I see the game going.
Let me ask you this, Post. Have you seen two defenses turn it around more than A&M and Notre Dame since that game?
Okay.
Off top of my head, Sean, I can't think of any two defenses that look that much better.
Both those defenses have made the strides from a 41-40 to where they are now. I mean, yeah, it's a short sample, but I still say those are the two most improved defenses over the course of the first 6 weeks of the season.
Yeah.
Chris Ash has got his team going, and I knew Elko would eventually get his role.
Hey, listen, I used to love Elko calling our defenses
I
in
know
South
you
Bend.
did.
Real talk, man. I got respect for Elko. But man, yeah, Sean, I can't off the top of my head, I can't think of any.
That's a great take too from there. You had me thinking like it's really no teams, and to be talking about the way we talk about both of you guys' teams after that type of game for Notre Dame to be playing the way they are at this point in the season still, progressing, and they playing without one of their top targets in Greathouse. So once he get back, I think this Notre Dame offense excels into the passing game even more, as we've been hearing about the talk of C.J. Carr and how great he's been running this offense. So I think that shout out to the coaching staff as well and what they do in preparation for the Notre Dame team to take those early losses but still keep pushing and be at this point. And this could solidify another win and push towards the playoff hunt. We just don't know.
And just let me put the icing on the cake on this one, Rob. Style points matter.
Yeah.
Notre Dame has to look impressive. When it come committee time, it's only so much we can do outside of winning, but it's how you win. I want the committee to look at Notre Dame and say, listen, I know they lost their two best against the two best teams they played, but everybody else, as the season went on and they improved, they dusted. So they just got to do that, man.
Man, they lost to the two best teams they played, but those two teams are in the top 5.
Right.
Absolutely.
And you lost by
Absolutely.
1 because, let's be real, your dude couldn't handle a long snap. and I hate to say that because I know that's the worst way to look. Trust me, I've been a coach on a team and we lost a game like that. It's
heartbreaking.
It stabs you right in the heart. But
yeah,
that game between A&M and Notre Dame, hell, that might still be going on. The way those two defenses look like trash that week. Play that game again, and you might have a damn 17-10 game.
No, facts.
So, I don't mean to override, but Let me just
He good.
All right, well, let's go to the next one. We got two more left on the slate. We got Florida traveling to number 5 Texas A&M College Station, the 12th man. The 12th man is favored by 7.5, and the over and under is 46.5. How do y'all see this game going? In Florida, do what they did last week to the Texas Longhorns and let the world know we run Texas. Or will Texas A&M show them, hold up, brother. We big brother in Texas. You beat my little brother last week. Now you got to take me on. What's happening?
And that's the question, man. Is Florida going to come out and have the Aggies for Gator meat, Gator bait, Gator for lunch and dinner? You know, everybody want to know those questions, but at home, it's tough to get a win in College Station. Sean, I'm going with your Texas and them Aggies this week. I'm gonna take them for that touchdown. That 0.5 is tough for me. I just have to respect this Florida team. They played a game last week, even though they were at home. We just don't know what we're gonna get out of this team. And after that win, I thought about what they said last season as we ended talking about this Florida team. They could possibly be the best 6-6 team to end the season. You know, possibly 7 or 8-5. So this Florida team is still living up to a lot of talk that we had about them from last year leading into the season and up until this point. So, you know, I'm gonna go with Texas A&M in this one, but it's a tough call. You know, the over and under. Texas A&M, if they defense and offense get to it, it could be seen. But I'm gonna take the under, but I'm gonna go with the Aggies to win this one.
I like Texas A&M. I just do, and I'm not saying that because I need them to look good to help out my Irish. It's just that I feel like Texas A&M can beat you multiple ways.
Yeah.
Now Florida, they could be a team on the rise. I'm not counting them out, but you tell me Mike Elko gets a quarterback at home in that environment when defense is his specialty, and this guy has threw 5 interceptions in the game before. I like Texas A&M.
Hey, I'm gonna be a fire starter. I'm at work right now. I had the phone in my pocket. My man's right here said Texas A&M just like Penn State. They don't deliver. I just wanted to say that.
Ooh, tell him to like and subscribe and follow the channel.
He already followed the channel. Like he followed the channel months back.
Appreciate it. Ooh, man, that give me thoughts.
Man, this game right here, man. Oh, did you already go, Mossberg? My bad.
Nah, you good.
This game right here, man. The thing that I think is in Texas A&M's favor is the fact that they're not getting a wounded Florida team that maybe Texas thought they were so wounded that they didn't have no more bite in them. Texas A&M's not getting that team. They know they're going to get a team that plays really, really good defense. Really, really good defense. And I think Texas A&M will be able to capitalize on plays that Texas missed because they got a better offensive line than Texas, they got a better running game than Texas, and they got a better passing game than Texas because they got an offensive line that can protect their quarterback. And if their quarterback needs to use his legs, like you seen Arch Manning have a couple of lanes last week that he was able to take advantage of, it's going to be a different animal with this Texas A&M team because I feel like they're going to be able to capitalize on some of the plays that Texas did not. Even though Florida has a really good defense, I don't think they're going to be able to go toe-to-toe for 60 minutes with Texas A&M. Will they cover that 7.5? It's going to be really, really close. DJ Lagway is not 100%. There's no way that his calf is 100% healed. And I'm quite sure that Mike Elko and that defense is going to come after DJ Lagway doing something that Texas should have done. As soon as you seen he was hobbled, you should have been coming after him because he wasn't going to escape no pressure. He ain't going to escape the pressure that he's going to get on Saturday. I got Texas A&M winning this game, winning it easily, but the score ain't going to be, the differential in the score is not going to be, I don't think it's going to be that 7.5. But I think Texas A&M is going to dominate the game.
Hey, listen,
You
man,
all
I'm
right,
going with
Rob?
my man.
You all right, Rob? You need me to get you some heart medicine or something after saying that?
No.
Go ahead, Zay. I'm just
Maybe if I lived in the state of Texas and grew up in the state of Texas as a Longhorns fan, maybe I would have a little bit more. I can't stand the Aggies, but I live in Ohio and I just don't have that in me because I wasn't down there in that environment.
Yeah, I'm going. My man's convinced me, man. I'm going Florida. I think they ride their little wave. You know, Texas A&M. I just don't see them going undefeated. They got to drop one, man. You know what I mean? And it's going to be a game I feel like we don't expect them to drop. So I'm going Florida by 10.
Oh shit! About 10.
Yeah, I think that bye week helped Lagway out a lot.
We can talk after this, whatever. What you want to put on that 10? Look, all right, here's the deal. Texas A&M does have a much better offensive line than Texas. Texas A&M runs the ball. We have a stable of running backs. We probably have the best running back room in the SEC. When you take Moss, Daniels, Owens, the freshman Morrow, we've run for 507 yards in the last 2 SEC games. Granted, Auburn, Mississippi State. Auburn's got a pretty good defensive line.
They did a really good defense.
Okay. Ohio and Mississippi State, yeah, we played with our food in the first half, but boy, that offensive line leaned on them in the second half and game over. Yeah. Florida is the most talented team we are going to play up to this point. As far as pure talent. No knock against Notre Dame, no knock against nobody. This is the most talented team we will play as of yet. The worst thing that happened was Florida beating Texas because it locked the Aggies in immediately. Okay, this ain't a team to play with. Had Texas gone into Florida and beat the snot out of them, you could say this would be not necessarily a trap game because we got Arkansas next, but you could say it'd be that kind of game where you could be overlooking a wounded Florida team. That's not going to happen now. Lagway is not 100%. He is injured. He's limping around, running the ball. I think our D-line is just going to eat him alive. Cassius Howell. Scooby Williams is coming back. He's he's questionable, but he'll be back. We're getting our safety back, Bryce Anderson, from the Notre Dame game. He's coming back after that neck injury, which I don't do this a lot, but man, that's all to God right there. That kid could have been paralyzed, and he's coming back to play in 3 weeks. I think our running game just leans on them. I think we lean on them. I think we control their running game, and we're going to force DJ Lagway to beat us, and I don't think he can. I could be wrong. I've been wrong before. Again, I'm used to A&M being mediocre. We do this every year. We crank it up, we get hot, and then we stumble at the end. I think this is a different A&M team. I think this is a team that can stand up and go toe-to-toe 4 quarters against anybody in the country. We've got as much talent as anybody in the country. We haven't played a full game. Defenses, like I talked with post-game a minute ago, defenses totally flipped the script. 1 of 23 in the last 2 games, the opposing third down conversions. Find me another team that has held 2 opponents to 1 of 23 and held Auburn 0 of 2 on 4th downs. This defensive line is getting after people, and they're deep. The secondary's good. I think A&M wins, and I've got it. I've been saying this all week. A&M 38, Florida 17. We're not going blackout, but we do have another little trick up our sleeves. We're going 1975 throwback. Jerseys, stadium, everything. They're apparently taking the logo out and putting the old 75 logo in the middle. They're putting the Texas Aggies, not in script, in block letters across the end zones. And we're going to the 75 jerseys. And those jerseys are tight. So I think A&M wins. Night game, Kyle Field. Which is where I'm at.
I think that's the best way to have it on ESPN at night in College Station. Way to roll it back.
FYI,
Hey,
this
one
baseball game
thing,
is insane.
one thing I want to say, SEC Sean, I seen y'all lose a couple games last year because of coaching. So let me throw that in there. Let's just not act like this is the greatest coach in the world, and he don't never slip up.
I'm not at all. No way in hell. I love Mike Elko. But I think the strength and conditioning coach is the difference. That's where my difference is. You've got the receiving coach is Holloman Wiggins from Alabama. We brought him in. We brought in the transfer receivers for him to work with. We've got a good running back coach now. Yes, Elko's the head coach. I get that. I think the strength and conditioning coach is the difference in this whole program. The game against Auburn, the game against Notre Dame, those are games A&M loses in previous years. And they found ways to win. Post said it the best. A&M can beat you in multiple ways. We can run it down your damn throat. And if you want to stack the box, we'll go over the top on you.
All right. Last game we got on the slate, we got number 15 Michigan traveling to the West Coast to play the USC Trojans, who are favored, unranked, lost to Illinois, but favored by 2.5 in this game. The over and under is a whopping 57.5. Maybe there won't be much defense in this game. What's your thoughts on this one? And who y'all got?
I haven't watched Michigan lately. Can somebody tell me, is Bryce Underwood started throwing the ball better?
I mean,
I really haven't watched him much. That's why I'm asking a genuine question.
Bryce is not a bad thrower of the football. I feel like the problems he has is when he got to do tough throws. He got such a strong arm. He throw lasers, and it's like it's certain throws you just got to put touch on, and he's
like
still going through that.
He's still throwing darts.
He's still going through them little lumps with it. So, but he dynamic out there for sure.
Oh yeah, no doubt. I mean, the kid's good. Don't get me wrong. I mean, my question is though, because I haven't really seen him throwing the ball. If I'm USC, do you put? If I'm Lincoln Riley, do I just put 8 guys in a box and say beat me?
Yeah.
I don't think it's that simple though.
See,
because
I haven't watched enough Michigan to really put a feel on this.
Be
honest.
Well, the reason why I'm saying it's not that simple is because USC is not physical. So that 8 in the box is not the same as you having a physical football team and you putting 8 in the box. You know what I'm saying? That's why this is a stylistic fight.
I get you. That's fine. Like, you know, I won't lie. Didn't watch a lot of Michigan. Haven't really. I at that case with what Zay's saying, I'm not really sure I have a take on this game. I would guess my take would be, is it a physical Michigan game or is it a finesse USC game?
And that's what it's going to come down to.
And that's where I'd go. So I really don't have a take on this. I would probably lean Michigan because I think Michigan can make USC play that style game more than USC could make Michigan play that style game. So I probably lean Michigan, but I wouldn't even touch this game because I don't have the knowledge needed to even touch it.
Yeah, this is a tough game. I'm still at a pick 'em right now with this game. I think, it's going to be a sold out Rose Bowl. That's one thing for sure. We might see 2 weeks in a row, 2 Big Ten teams getting upset in the Rose Bowl. That could be big. USC not ranked, Michigan ranked, UCLA wasn't ranked, and Penn State was ranked as high as they were. So that's something to think about in this game. And USC and Lincoln Riley is trying to get themselves back on the map in different ways. I think he got him a great quarterback that'll be a star in USC for the years to come. My thing is, what is this run game going to do? We know what it can do. What is it going to do on the road? What is this passing game going to do for Michigan? So for me, right now, it's a pick 'em. I might have to wait till Saturday to make my official pick. I might have to send it through the group text, but this is really a tough pick for me. I want to go with Michigan, but then it's like, man, USC might snap out of it and be at home and get that love. And it's in the air for me right now. Parlay Poe, I wish you was in here to give us some more expertise, but I like Hayes at the running back position as well. So, yeah, I'm going to wait till Saturday morning to give my annual pick on this Michigan USC. The pick them for me right now.
Y'all copping out.
It's really tough, Zay. I think USC can get them, man. I really think they can, man. But I think Michigan as well has hit another stride, in the pass that Underwood had last week. That was an incredible grab. I forget the receiver on the sideline. That was an NFL type catch, man. So I think he's starting to find his stride as well. So give me Michigan.
Talking about Lemon.
Give me Michigan, man. Give me Michigan in the win.
Fellas, I need USC to win this game for my Irish sake. It would be great for Michigan to travel to the West Coast and lose to USC. And then USC has to travel to Notre Dame next Saturday, hopefully ranked after a win. But I don't think that's going to happen. I think Justice Hayes is going to have a great day. He's going to have a day. They're going to have a tough time dealing with that Michigan running attack. So I think Michigan goes on the road and gets the job done. I don't think USC is physical enough to deal with Michigan. I believe they'll have their head coach on the sideline, right, fellas? I think Michigan is a little bit too physical for USC. So I'm going to take the Wolverines on the road. I said I had one road team winning in this slate of games, and this is the one.
Yeah, hey, listen, man, I think Justice Haynes is going for 200. When Illinois decided that they was just going to run straight at USC didn't have an answer. So I don't see there's no way they're going to stop Justice Haynes, man. And Post, I know you need USC to win, man. Look, I hope they do too, because y'all need that resume builder for real. But I just don't see it, man. I really don't. But look, let me add this too. And what I was saying, this is a stylistic fight. What was Poe's concern about his team? Them corners. USC got 2 dudes who's going to go in the first 2 rounds. So that's why I said it's going to be a stylistic fight.
No, you see why I was saying pick them. But, man, this is a crazy game, man.
Yeah.
It's one of them trap games for Michigan.
Yeah. Jizzy Johns, my man. Well, I think we was 3-2 Texas over Oklahoma. 2 guys on here. I ain't going to say who they are. Picked Oklahoma. And then I think the other three of us,
I will.
Texas.
Hey, was that the last game on the slate?
You said what?
Was that the last game on the slate?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that Michigan was the last one on the slate. Yeah.
All right. I gotta get out of here, fellas. It was night good seeing all y'all on the stream, but I gotta get out of here.
All right.
Okay.
Peace out, Zay.
Yeah,
I
I'll
might
holla
see
at
you
y'all.
in the AM. You done took off 2 days this week, man. So I might see you in the AM.
Man, I got 4 more days in this month. I'm gonna be out, man. I'm trying to sacrifice, Baby girl, she in that LPN program. She getting her life right,
Hey, Zay, I'm gonna be driving back Monday, so I won't be able to do the show Monday.
All right, that's cool. That's cool. I'll see if one of the guys. I might go solo. I'll see if one of the guys want to
I
come
may
in.
send you my bracket. You can put it up, and then if somebody else wants to jump in with you and just kind of look at them, y'all can do what y'all do.
I think I should be.
All right, I'll be in touch. All right, y'all.
All right.
And Jesse John said he got USC in this Michigan USC game. I think in order for USC to be able to win this game, they got to understand probably that we got to go ahead and put at least 7 in the box, depending on the formation. Maybe add another safety, not another linebacker, another safety, and if you got to go 8 in the box based on the formation to stop Haynes, Underwood, and that other running back, they might have to do that in order to win this game, man. Because Michigan is going to run the football, run the football, run the football, run the football, run the football. And if they play like they played against Illinois, USC that is, they're going to get ran out of the stadium, man. They're going to have to put enough bodies in that box to slow that run game down. They're not a physical team, but sometimes if you put enough bodies in there, you can slow that running game down. Put Michigan in some 3rd and 5s where they might have to throw the football with Underwood and take your chances that way.
See, I think you're wrong. I think 3rd and 5, Michigan will run the ball, try to get 2 to 3 yards, and go on 4th down.
And go on 4th, yeah. That's a game plan too. That's a game.
But I get you close. You need USC to win.
Yeah, so I don't know, man. I'm gonna pick Michigan to win this game, but it's a crapshoot.
Yeah.
In my opinion.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell y'all right now too. If y'all ain't doing nothing on Sunday, I know NFL, but on either USA, Peacock, or NBC, I'm not sure what channel it's on yet. It's the round of 8 kicks off for the NASCAR playoffs. There's three races: Vegas, Talladega, and Martinsville. At the end of those 3 races, the top 4 in the points go to Phoenix to race for the championship. One off. Highest finisher out of the top 4. And still there's 36 other cars on the track too. But the highest finisher wins the championship. So I'm going to tell you what, if you ain't never watched a NASCAR race, watch Talladega. You're going to see these cats 4 wide around a racetrack at about 195 miles an hour, about 3 inches off each other, and bumping and pushing each other.
Yeah, it's crazy, man. It's crazy.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm telling you, Talladega, you can go to NASCAR.com and watch highlights from old races. Go watch the 2023, 2024 Daytona races. You see cars flipping 13, 14, 15 times. Driver gets out, races next week.
The Kansas race, they was going like almost 200 when they slid that last 10 laps. They was going like 200 when they. That was crazy. Like you said, I've watched a few of them and I love it. So make sure you send me that text. I know I'm gonna be just getting back in, but I should be able to definitely tune into them. Just send me the text so I can make sure.
If you go hit my channel, I post the races, the playoff standings, everything's sitting right there.
I'm gonna go into it and see. I don't know why it looked different than some of what we got. Once we
at the end of the season, I'm gonna start breaking down silly season, as we call it in NASCAR, with people moving and all this, and breaking down. And that's when I'll start breaking down, pretty much NASCAR for rookies, so you can learn and you start maybe going through that app and showing people how to do things to get free tickets and all that good stuff. But tell you what, this weekend becomes insane. They're racing in Vegas this weekend, and Vegas is normally pretty crazy.
Yeah, it'll be a good one.
So I know it's against the NFL, but
Oh, nah, you good.
if you're bored and you want something to just be like, what in the hell is this? I'm telling you. So, but it'll be on my channel, and I'll put some more stuff over there as we creep forward. I put one video up the other day.
Yep, I watched a video the other day you put up too.
Yeah, so it's up, and it kind of just kind of breaks down the basics. But we'll get more in depth as I move forward with putting videos out there and getting everybody locked in. I mean, like I said, y'all are going to be carrying this during the NBA. I'm not a big NBA guy. I'm a big baseball guy.
You're about to make us NASCAR friendly.
Well,
we're going to be talking about it.
You know what? If we all got on here and talked about football all the time, this podcast would be useless for 6 months out of the year. But I don't
know SEC, Sean.
Well, I can talk football all year.
Yeah.
But if you can bring in basketball, baseball, hockey, NASCAR, you covered a whole year. We got something we can talk, and especially if everybody, I'm gonna throw it out there. Post game as an example. May not know anything about NASCAR, but you know what? By the end of next year, post game might be shit. I'm locked in. Let's roll.
Yeah.
But there may be 30 or 40 other people that start watching because.
Yeah. Oh, we agree.
Where I'm at.
We agree.
I'm gonna make sure I subscribe to you when we get off here too, Sean.
Yeah, come on. Like I said, Post. When I start breaking down the app and all that stuff on that NASCAR thing, and you start realizing, I just used 500 points off my points that I've built up to win a new Xbox console with the new NASCAR 25 game coming out. Will I win it? I don't know.
Yeah.
But you can put 1,000 points in to get free fuel for a year from Sunoco. It is the best fan experience sport we have in the U.S. And to me, you will never change my mind on that.
Cool. All right, y'all. We want to wrap it up before we get in this 2 hours and we can't process this video. Jizzy Johns, if you hit that 4-leg parlay, man, you better get us some coffee, some water, or something, brother.
Yeah.
All right, y'all. Y'all have a good evening, man. Great show tonight. We'll see y'all again Saturday morning, 7:45.
I'll catch y'all in a week.
All right, cool. We'll see you soon, Sean.
All right,
peace.
All right, y'all. Peace.
There we go.